Yoga. A thought, a way of life, a confluence of mind, body and soul that has its roots in ancient India. The origins of yoga has been speculated to date back to Vedic traditions. The Yoga Sutra of Patanjali dates from the first half of the first millennium, but only gained prominence in the West in the 20th century. Yoga gurus from India later introduced yoga to the West. In the 1980s, yoga became popular as a system of physical exercise across the Western world. Today, yoga has become an integral part of the global wellness scenario, where right from early childhood it is being promoted. It is no longer confined to the senior citizens. Yoga is not only the greatest stress buster, but it is also an effective therapy option. It prevents and cures diseases and promotes general good health as it imparts mental, spiritual, and physical comfort. Approximately 18 million people in India practiced yoga in 2016, up from 6.3 million in 2001. Today, there are yoga training centers in every corner of the country. But yoga is not a pursuit of the untrained. It is a tool that can create, but at the same time, in the wrong hands, has the ability to damage the human body. To create a systematic training environment and to make the science of learning yoga a systemic study, the government under the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, in association with the Ministry of Ayush, has given the prestigious task of skilling young men and women in the study of yoga to the Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council.
In today's time, prevention is the best cure. So curative healthcare I think is too expensive and it's too confusing. When you go to a hospital, you feel completely trapped. So I think the time has come when people are wanting to, prevent themselves from getting into any, medical ailments. So I think there's a scare today. So I think yoga is something which is going to be very well accepted and people can take it as a profession and can even go to places. I mean, there's so much of a global requirement for good trainers.
The yoga market today globally is worth over $80 billion. With immense popularity of yoga globally as well as in the domestic market, the demand for yoga instructors has been growing at a 30 to 35% per annum in India alone. So we can imagine the demand globally and across the world.
The task of the council is to create a structured environment for the meticulous training of yoga, keeping in mind our traditional ethos, but also including the best practices of the modern world.
We have created 3 qualification packs which showcases the career progression and also what a person needs to undergo in terms of trainings to get qualified at a particular designation. The qualification packs, they spell out the skill sets, the competencies and the technical knowledge which is required by a person to qualify at a particular designation.
Today, as we launch the certification in yoga, we want to create a task force of trained yoga teachers to spread the divine light across the globe, as yoga is a gift of India to the world.